Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Also, Transgal Brooklyn, thanks for the follow as we were running the intro. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Lost, you were here first, I think. I think Lost was here first. Welcome. Chill was also... You both got this like peak thing going on, so good. Rabbit, hello Nirvana, how are you? Victor like gets down with the intro song these days, you know? Boom, 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 boom. I see the dancing going on over there. Yeah. Amber, hello to you. Popping in to say hello. I must EP, no worries. I hope that you get an amazing night's sleep. Be sure to extinguish your evening candles before. You don't want to risk a fire. Extinguish the candles and then, you know, call it a night. Float off onto the distant stars. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you do well. Hope you sleep well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you do well. Somewhere in there. Green King, hello. How's it going? Yeah, Lost was here first. Lost took the cake. Got the first peek. Have great stream. Yes, you have great sleep. Charmumber also says hi. Say hi to Charmumber. You know, when she's awake and don't go wake her. Don't just wake her for a hi. Okay, let me open these things. I streamed once, I promise. Okay, those things are good. I can close that window. We don't need it anymore. We'll see how this world does for streaming. Also, my right hand's tracking weird. I need to resync the controller. So if you see it doing crazy things, that's why. Just as a warning. The intro is always a pop. I'm glad you like it. I'm actually really glad you like it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it too. It's, you know, it's not quite the lo-fi vibes, but it's like a little bit of the synth wave and you know how it is. You know how it is, so. Going to elbow drop her awake. Same bunny man to the side, do an autistic battle stance. Don't crab walk out of the inn. That's the ultimate insult to injury. Let's just say good morning tomorrow. How about that? That's the compromise we'll arrive at. Come on, hand. Lexi, hello. Good to see you again. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna cycle this hand on and off and see if that makes a difference. Bye, Amber. I hate the intro. Just to be a hater. No offense. Wow. Thanks, Lost. You just have to be contrarian, have to be a hater. I see how it is. Totally fine. Let's see. Let's see if I just crumple for turning my hand off. All right. Everything's good so far. Hold on. Sorry. We're doing VR technical things as one does. It's still just floating away. It's gonna be one of those nights where my right hand just has a mind of its own. It's fine. What do you eat? Oh, are those chicken nuggets? And pasta. Very nice. Very nice. Well, hey, in the subject of what we're consuming and or eating and or ingesting or however you want to phrase it, just know that, you know, I'm right there with you all. So whether you're having soda, water, chicken nuggets, whatever, cheers. Enjoy what you're having. Let's see. Kill a Gamer. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you had a lovely day. Finally gonna have a VR headset. Ooh, which one did you decide on, Lexi? Which one? I'm curious. Let's put that over there so we don't work through it too fast, you know? Hello, welcome. What brings you, Kill a Gamer? What brings you by? What are you? Do you hop VR chat streams, or how did you find us? Out of curiosity, I always like to ask. You had rabbit legs for dinner. I mean, I've heard they're good. I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit. How was it? How was it prepared? Victor, what band and what song? If you don't mind sharing. Now I'm curious. I do love some good synthwave, so I'm curious. It'd be funny if someone snuck in and jump scared me. So that has actually happened before. I've since learned my lesson. I'm always on, do not disturb or whatever in VR, so that they can't do that anymore. But I have made the error before. Usually it's funny though, because people will walk in, like if I forget, they'll walk in and see me just talking to the camera, and they're like, "Oh," and they leave. On the recommended section. Wow, I can't believe I actually appear on anyone's recommended. Well, thanks for stopping by. It's either, I'm going to assume that it's either VR or furry or both. That's probably why it got recommended. But this is Tuesday Talk. We just kind of hang out, we talk. That's really about it. I'm a very casual part-time streamer. I do this because I enjoy catching up with everyone, running my mouth. So yeah, if that sounds like your cup of tea, pull up a chair, have a good time, and if not, no worries. I have legs, just eat them? No, you can't eat your own legs. No. Quest 3S. It's showing up this Wednesday. That's exciting. That's really exciting. What's the first thing that you're gonna do once you get it? Out of curiosity. Oh, I love the Midnight so much. The Midnight's one, they are great. So they have a new song out, Love is an Ocean. I'm gonna have to listen to it. Maybe I'll listen to it 100 times on repeat. Is that Panda? Hello, Panda. How are you? It's lovely to see you. You do appear on Recommended, that's how I got here? Oh, no. Follow a ton of streamers who play VR chat. That must be what it is then, the VR chat scene. Or do you play VR chat as well? Or are you interested in it, curious about it? Just curious. You're gonna play VR chat. It's a good starting place. Just remember, if you go to public worlds, it's a gamble. You could truly find anything. So just be patient as you sift through the worlds, and eventually you'll find a group that you connect with. But it may take a couple of worlds before you find that group. Full disclosure. How was everyone's weekend? What are you up to? What'd you do? Yeah, absolutely. I know the Midnight. I was trying to remember the song that I listened. Don't they have a song Vampires? Isn't one of their songs Vampires? It's got like this great saxophone in it and stuff. Had a Quest 2 for such a long time, and now you can play PC VR with the Quest 2. That's really exciting. Yeah, because then you can start going to all, like, the entire repertoire of worlds, and you can see everyone's avatars and things. Now you're gonna start putting a bunch of time in, if you haven't already. I don't know. I found that the deeper I dove, the more time I started spending. I don't know if that makes sense, but like the more in depth it got when I got finger tracking and legs and nicer headsets, and it was like, oh, more and more and more time. So, doing pretty all right, just chilling tonight. I did not mean to rhyme there. Well, it was a happy coincidence, Panda, and it sounded great. Sailing? Oh crap. The name of the game just flew out of my head. The pirate game. Where'd it go? Sea of Thieves. That's what you're playing. You're playing Sea of Thieves. Not Vampires. Vampires is great. What do you mean? Oh yeah, there are some amazing avatars. People have coded like card tricks, and you can there's like a coin flip on some of them and things. It is amazing. The avatar scene and what people are capable of doing is mind-boggling. I am just always blown away by the technical expertise demonstrated by avatar and world creators in this game. So cool. The community content is definitely what keeps the game alive. Great solo. Great solo. Yeah, I know about them. The Midnight. They got some great music videos too. Let me check one thing. Sorry. change that to that, and that's good. Bum 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 bum. I made a change today. It's okay. I'll sort it out later. Okay, close that. Deal with it later. 3 hours you played it back to back for 3 hours. I mean, it was a good song. We were in a world having great conversation, and I just lost track of time. And, you know, and then next thing I know, that song had been on loop. You're traveling? Wait, you've been sailing IRL? I don't understand. No, I've never been to one of their concerts. I would love to go. But it is a very loopable song. Absolutely. That saxophone it breaks into that solo, and the next thing you know, hours have gone by. Amazing song. On the subject of weekends, because I am curious what you all did, and I always will share what I did as well. I worked. That was basically all I did. It was just a big work. Man, that particle just came out of my nose. Sorry. I worked the entire time. So it was not an exciting weekend for me, but it was a productive weekend. I got a lot of work done, and that has set me up for success this coming weekend. I'll actually have some days off of work because I put in enough time, so I'm excited. We'll see. I also replaced my monitor that I broke. Some of you know that I broke a rather expensive gaming monitor by accident with a silly choice that I made, and so I finally got that replaced. Yep, so that's good. Can't take a carriage to the Somerset Isles. Well, you could take a horse. Lexi, I know that there's some aftermarket gaskets that have more space between the headset and your face that sometimes work better for glasses. I don't know specifically for your model headset, like which ones are good and which ones are... Yeah. Or is it an issue of like frame width? I guess what's going to be the issue? Big rip to the monitor. Big rip indeed. How did you break it? Okay, it's not a great story, all right, but it is a story. So I was hanging out with some friends online, you know, and it was late, and we were having a little evening beverages. And a few later, I was just feeling good and being myself, and someone said something, and I wanted to pretend to be angry about it. I was like, "Oh, for dramatic emphasis, I'm gonna take this thing and throw it down at my desk, like dramatically, because I was like on camera." I took it and I threw this thing at my desk, and then it bounced, and went right into the monitor screen, and it just cracked. I was like, "Oh, what have I done?" So, valuable lesson: never throw anything in the general direction of your monitor. Most of you probably already learned that in life. Apparently, I had to learn it recently. So, yep. More Dragon Quest. And then back to work. Everyone's just working these days. We're a working crowd, you know? There are islands. What if you enchant the horseshoes so that they can walk on water? I'm calibrating my controllers. They're not tracking quite right. The ring finger's like You see that? It's being weird. The ring finger is like lifting just a bit more. Ba, 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 ba. That's fine. Yes, that is true. Green King's right. There are some companies that'll make prescription lenses for the headsets. I think they're kind of pricey though. Your best bet's probably going to be the gasket, but I don't know. Maybe not. Hard to say. Hey, yeah, Lexi, it's just a matter of whether or not the glasses will fit under the gasket. That's going to be the trick, so you'll have to see. If you have like narrow frames and if they sit close to your face, you'll probably be okay, but if you have like really like these, if they're really oversized, it may hit the edges of the headset. That may cause an issue for you. You'll just have to see. So, Juice, hello, how are you? Lovely to see you. How are you going to feed a horse in the middle of the ocean or yourself? Saddlebags. Plenty of cured meats, so you don't need a refrigerator. It's true, it's now a seahorse. Oh, you have freeze-dried Skittles green? Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Hopefully you don't, Lexi. Just, get the headset first and see what happens. You may not. Sometimes glasses fit quite comfortably under them. I know plenty of people who wear their glasses under under the gaskets. Like they wear their glasses while they're in VR, so I wouldn't worry about it. Ah, freeze-dried Skittles. That sounds kind of good, actually. Swiss, how's it going? Good to see you. Boo! Boo! I know what Swiss is doing. Swiss wants that boo back. The boo. We'll have to work on it. I don't know. I was thinking about not streaming today and instead just recording some new redemptions, but then I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what redemptions to do. What do you all think? I feel like, the boo will probably, if we bring redeemables back, the boo will probably just be as it was. It was perfect. It was a medley of voices all booing me simultaneously. What more could you ask for? Oh. There's plants in space. Space. I'm also really excited because now that we've got the monitor fixed. So last stream I was using like my old monitors. I wasn't using my good gaming monitor for the Majora's Mask stuff, and it was like, and then I had to move chat to a different monitor than I usually do. It was just everything was a little bit off on the last Majora's Mask stream. It was like, no. So I'm really excited because we're gonna get everything back the way that I'm used to it. I'll have things where I like them, and it'll be a more comfortable stream, and I can, because it's shipped to Harkinian, I can unlock the frame rate and I'll be able to play Majora's Mask at 360 hertz, which adds nothing but buttery smoothness for me. I think Twitch will be capped at 60 frames, so I don't know if it'll change the experience for you all. You'll also play non-VR games, own VR. Ooh, so you're just gonna like pop the headset on and use theater mode and do some of the VR gaming that way? The old man one must return from the grave. You really like the Maybe we'll keep the old hollow ones, but increase the points on those, and then just have like bunny ones that are cheaper. Maybe. I'll see. I'll think about it. Are you quoting Eminem on us? What is happening here? It's a powerful entrance, Swiss. Maybe that should just be your entrance. Just quoting Eminem. What? Is that a goat? It is a goat. Which PC games are you going to play on VR? His new song. Oh, okay. That explains. I was like, I don't think I recognize those lyrics, but that makes sense because I'm not on the new scene at all. So there we go. Why do you want so many uwus, Nirvana? Why? Why so many uwus? My uwus are cringe. No one likes them. No one. Oh. How to buy the Pokemon battle? So currently, also hi Scar. Currently, all of the redemptions are turned off. They've been off for a while. Because I'm deciding which ones I want to keep, if I want to make some new ones, or if I just want to abandon. Because sometimes we're in like really good conversational flow and the redemptions break conversation. So I don't know. I've still been deciding about whether or not I want to keep them. So they're not deleted, they're just all disabled right now. You know, Lexi, you might have to look around and see there are a lot of like flat screen, actually I think it's called flat screen to VR modding community. There's a whole modding community out there that mods flat screen PC games to make them VR compatible. And it might just be that, like, when I say VR compatible, it may just be that you put on the headset, you still hold your controller or your mouse and keyboard and you play it normally, but just in a VR headset where if you turn your head, it turns the camera instead of having to like turn the mouse or whatever. Some of those games are really quite terrifying, even just with that level of mod support. So might be worth checking that out. I could, yeah. That's a good call, Chill. I mean, I could. Then you got to remember to toggle them on and off each time, but that is a possibility. Minecraft VR. The last time I looked at Minecraft, it's been a long time. The last time I looked at Minecraft VR, it was like very much in beta, or the mod, I guess, was in beta. I don't know. It was rough. It was not very polished. But maybe it's worth going back because it's been years since I looked at it. I remember I got to a point where I was stuck. There was something I needed to do in the menu, and I couldn't get the controller. Like I couldn't get the menu to do what I needed it to do, and I got very frustrated. That's what I remember about it, and then I just put it down after that. What? Everyone's just having snacks now. Are y'all just eating salt, sugar, salt, chips? Oh. Yep. Exactly, Lexi. And then some games are like, they've got great VR support. So ones that were kind of surprising to me, No Man's Sky actually plays pretty well in VR. If your PC can handle it. It plays pretty well, assuming you don't get bad motion sickness. So that one was interesting. Like, I didn't think of that as a VR game, but I actually enjoyed it. Star Wars Squadrons plays really well in VR, especially the campaign. That's a really fun campaign. Payday 2 played pretty well in VR, especially if you like using like pistols, because you can have one hand free to do actions and then have the other and still like shoot at people. So you can be setting a drill and defending yourself simultaneously, which that was really cool. Skyrim VR, yep, that's another one. So I will say the most sick I've ever gotten in VR was actually, there's Fallout 4 has VR support, but I got really sick in that one. That one's, I don't know. I don't know if it was something about the render distance, or I could never get that one to work with my motion sickness. Why are you putting away the freeze-dried Skittles? Green, why? Why? There's a lot of salt. There's so much salt. Green King. Yeah, The Forest. Oh my gosh. I've played The Forest in VR. That one, I don't like scary games. That one's scary. You can also play, speaking of scary games, you can play Phasmophobia in VR. You can play GTFO in VR. Ooh. Yeah. There's some scary ones out there. So yeah. Well, let's hear it, Swiss. Another scary VR game. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Need a PC. Yeah, it is hard to enjoy some of the PC VR titles, like, because not all of them are going to be standalone compatible. So, but I mean, they're making big strides there as well. Half-Life 2. Oh yeah, they released a VR mod for Half-Life 2, didn't they? Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't think I'll try that one in VR. I think it would just the jump scares would get to me. Walkabout mini golf. There is a horror map. It's very scary. Green is right. Walkabout mini. No, really. Shout out Walkabout mini golf. If you have VR, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Broke. I can relate to that. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're all always broke. We're all just paycheck to paycheck, waiting for the next thing. And it's like, oh, food, video game, hardware. Where do I put my money? Your VR headset died. What happened to it? Did it just like hardware failure, or did you kick it across the room, or what happened there? Yeah, chill. We should play it again sometime. It was good. It was a good one. Maybe that could be another event night. The cable? Ah. Rift 1 hand-me-down. Yeah, it's going to be hard to find a replacement cable for a Rift 1 these days. Are there any aftermarket companies that still produce the cables? That's probably your best bet. But I doubt there's a large market for it. Try to fight the Witherstorm in VR. Lexi, you're braver than I am. I couldn't. Green, yeah. Green was so generous. Gifted the mini golf game, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. And so sent me, like, fully paid for it and gifted Walkabout Mini Golf, the base game, which in and of itself, tons of replayability, several courses. I mean, for the price of essentially one round of mini golf IRL, you get like 12 courses that you can play as many times as you want for the price of one round of mini golf. It's a phenomenal deal. And then they've got all these DLC maps that are like $1 or something a map. I mean, which I understand that can be pricey for some, but when you look at versus the cost of going to and playing real life mini golf, a fraction of the cost. And it's just, and it's multiplayer and it's cross-platform. Apparently it's so cross-platform, like iPhone users, I think, can hop in and play with VR users. Wild. So, yeah, I went and bought all the DLC for that game. It was so good. And it's so relaxing. Can't get them anymore. Just got rid of the heads. Yeah, probably the best bet. Are you going to replace with anything, or was VR not enough of a thing for you, Swiss, to worry about it? Retail store. Whoa. Victor, that is a horror game. That's horror life. 3 Witherstorms? I wouldn't even try 1. I would be totally out of my element. Wait, what's the new... Green, what's the new map? What's the new map? When is a good new headset that isn't Facebook coming out? What do you mean by good? Do you mean not PC VR? Like, is good for you standalone with like decent specs? Ideally PC. PC newer than Index. Yeah, because so the current rumor mill, I don't know how closely you follow VR news or if at all, Scar, but the current rumor mill is that Valve's next headset is not going to be PC VR. It's going to, like, the Index 2 or whatever is going to be a standalone. So I'm worried, and I don't think there's any proof on that, but I'm worried that there may not be another really great PC VR headset. We'll see. There was something that Juicy and Shub got, it was like a big screen VR. Some people love it. I think it was big screen. I think that's what it was called. Some people really love that headset. They actually like get you to measure, like take face measurements, and they kind of fit it to your face. But then some people have had a lot of trouble with it. So it doesn't have very good audio out of the gate. Or maybe it doesn't have any. Maybe you have to use your own headphones. I remember audio is an issue. It's got good refresh rate, resolution, field of view, all that. And it's really small. It doesn't, and it's not as heavy. But I've heard really mixed feedback about it. I haven't seen one myself. None Meta, yeah. None of the Meta headsets are in Scar's area of interest. Mount Olympus, that's going to be sick. So it's going to have all kinds of mythological influence to it. Other than that, I mean, Pimax is still in the market. I think Pimax technically releases like the most luxurious consumer headsets, but they're also huge and cumbersome. I don't know. The Pimax crowd like swear by them, but they just seem like a lot of work to me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the hardware to price ratio, the entire like Quest 3 lineup is solid. Like hardware, but like you said, then you're in the Facebook ecosystem. So, yep. Started using my PSVR 2 headset on PC, and that replaced my Index. Yeah, Scar Green makes a good point. I always forget about that. There is a there's like a cable that you can get to link a PSVR 2 to your PC now and use it as a PC. A lot of folks who do that really swear by that. So sometimes I feel like I'm COD zombies at work, especially when it gets oh yeah, I can't imagine. They're just coming in waves. Yeah, chill. I would break some. Chill. Yeah, I would absolutely break it. Fancy Hudson, are you a furry? Well, I guess it depends on the definition. I'm using a furry avatar. There's no denying that, so. What about you, Hudson? Are you a furry? I'm a wascally wabbit. Wascally wabbit. I think now that you can link the PSVR to PC, it opens it up to a lot more usability. Because the games that were strictly PlayStation VR were kind of limited, so. No, but don't mind furries. I'm friends with some. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think it would be hard for me to say that I'm not one. Because at this point, like, I've had art commissioned of this thing, like of this avatar and stuff, so. Mostly for stream, but also for like Discord. And I mean, I've never been to like a con. I don't own an IRL suit, but I've got this avatar, so it would be hard to say no. We all have at least one furry avatar. You have to. You have different avatars based on your crowd, you know? You jump into the one that you know based on the crowd you're with, and then you go in there and have a good time. You want to fit the vibe, or you just confidently go in as yourself and don't worry about it. The big screen VR, yeah, it's pricey, and like I said, you might would want to reach out to Juicy because I don't remember if he kept his or if he sent it back, but I know he had a ton of trouble with it. But some people love it. It's really a mixed bag. Bum, 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 bum. Still advocating for you to go to a con. I should sometime. I would probably go to a smaller con though. The really big ones where it's like a lottery for if you even get to go, and that just feels like a level of stress I don't want to deal with for a weekend off. I haven't been to a convention in a long time, like any convention. Never been to a furry con, so it would be interesting. Octo, how's it going? Good to see you. They had the better outfits, like the smaller cons? Huh. You ever been to RTX? I have, Scar. Rooster Teeth Convention? Yeah, I've been there. Have you? We may have crossed paths. Bum 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 bum. Y'all are fully in like COD zombie power-ups, upgrades talk, and I'm like, well, I remember double tap. I was trying to Juggernog is like, you can take more hits, right? Quick revive, clearly. Yeah. Oh, I'm over here if you need me. Doing fine, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You gonna play Monster? You know, Scar, I only ever played... Oh, what Monster Hunter game did I play? It was on like the 3DS, I think. And everyone said it was like the worst Monster Hunter game ever. And it was my introduction to it. And then I also started with Bo, and everyone was like, oh, that's the worst thing to start with. And it seemed like I just picked like the wrong game to start, the wrong class, the wrong. And I didn't enjoy it much, and I've never picked it up since. I don't know. I hadn't planned on it, but who knows? Also, Hudson, thanks for the 25 bits. Is that wait? Is that the 25 bit buns? Thanks for the 25 bit buns. I appreciate it. Thank you. First con was the biggest one. Advocate for a bigger one that's not the biggest. Reputable, you don't have to know someone. Oh yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily want my first one to be with people that I know at all. I don't know. I kind of like going out and doing stuff on my own so that I can just do the things I want to do. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Like my first con IRL was like a local con, and I went solo. It was like a comic book convention essentially, and then I started going to cons with friends after that, like RTX. But yeah, there are no bad Monster Hunters. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just not my type of game. A retro con. Ooh, I bet that was fun. Red versus Blue was maybe peak Rooster Teeth. I'm not sure. Parts of Ruby were really good, and then Ruby was a roller coaster for me. Catboy Bunch, you're welcome. Thank you, much appreciated. You think I should go to one where I know people? I mean, I could. Who knows? It also, the other thing is scheduling. It has to line up with sensible times for me to be off of work. It's very difficult for me to just get time off of work. So that's always a complication as well. I know that, Scar, I know Trap is, like, really excited about it, so, Monster Hunter. Bum, 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 bum. Play with him, then? You would probably have a good time. He's, I've heard he can rage sometimes at the game, so if that's a deal breaker, just be forewarned. Are you adding salt to the popcorn? Phenomenal. I heard you do drunk streams. I have had a drink on stream before. I don't like publicize it, or I'm not like, oh, like, you know, whatever. Half the streams I drink like tea. I really like Earl Grey. And then sometimes I have VR juice. Just depends. But I never get to a point where I should be slowing down on stream. I just, you know, just one or two. Get social. Similar to like if you're at a party, you know, and you're like, oh, I'll have one, and then just be social for a while, and then, but stop there, you know. That's, I kind of have a limit when I'm streaming. But yeah, it makes it fun. This is, because this is also like I said, I'm a casual hobbyist, enthusiast, part-time, silly streamer. I don't like, so for me, this is relaxation time. This is like after a long day of work. It's like, oh, I'll throw on the headset, turn on Twitch, and stream, and let's just shoot the breeze. So I want this to be part of my unwinding, essentially. Do you partake in any beverages? Are you legally able to, and that sort of thing? Old gaming consoles, collectibles, even comic books. Oh yeah, Victor, you were in your element, I imagine. I will never do one of those streams, Lost. Never. Because I definitely reach a point like I'm good. I've lost it. I'm breaking monitors. And there's not a lot of warning. It's just good, breaking monitors. The calling of the Baconator and a Frosty. Are you gonna dip your fries in the Frosty? That's the trick. Your very first comic book? Now that's a cool story. Do you remember what your first comic book was? Ah, okay, yeah, so you know the scene. You know the scene, Hudson. It's been a long time since I've moved through the drinking night worlds, but every once in a while, if I'm online and I'm, you know, if I get the urge, I might hop through a couple of them and just check out the scene, see what's going on. So if you're ever in public ones, you may see me sneaking around. But those aren't my primary worlds anymore. I used to spend a lot more time in them. You know it? Oh, is it? So definitely fries in. Okay, good. What's going on in there? What's happening over there? Oh, yeah, it's exactly. It's like, oh. I'm not ready for that level. Boom. Yeah, VR is a lot of fun though. And VR chat and a lot of the VR titles. I'm a sucker for it. I've been part of the VR ecosystem for a long time. And I've hopped friend groups. I've put a lot of time in VR chat, but I've also put a lot of time into a lot of the rhythm games, a lot of the shooters as well. So less the competitive shooters, more the like PvE style shooters. But they're a lot of fun. I have put a lot of time in Pavlov, but it's usually like a custom lobby with a group of friends where we're all we make up our own rules and kind of go with it, you know? Never the actual hardcore PvP for a Pavlov. Scar and I used to do very dangerous missions in Onward together. I remember those days. A hardcover copy of the Batman comic, The Killing Joke. Is it like sleeve protected and everything because it was your first, or framed or anything? Nirvana, thank you for the highlighted ooh. Yeah, Hudson, same. I'm not into the pressure scene. I don't even mention to people when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm very subtle about it. The people who are close with me, they kind of know my body language and they know like what to look for. And so they'll join in, but I don't shout like, everyone, you know, do your thing. Nah. Yeah, lost. That's called manipulation. That's not great. I'm gonna be. That's not great. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't call you a bad person, but that's not great behavior. Hudson, I know you said that someone else recommended that you check us out here. Who are you comfortable sharing who it was, or is that a secret, or do I have to figure it out? I know, Lost. I was hip thrusting. I'm sorry. Are you comfortable sharing, or like? Yeah. Anyway, I know you were joking. Why, Sydney? Hello. How are you? It is lovely to see you today. Did you have work? If so, how was it? No worries, Victor. You have to have some that you read. You've got your collectibles, but you got the ones that you just open up and read. You know, you gotta have those too. It's a secret? No worries. No worries. Not stare, leave. Just. Sentimental value is priceless. There is no amount of money that can overcome that sentimental value. Didn't work, doing good, and you got to hang out with a friend. That's incredible. Did you all do a movie or just socialize, or what was on the agenda for the day? I'm curious. I'm looking for inspiration for the next time I hang out with a friend. It's such a smooth emote. Where is Flo, Mushy, and Juicy? I don't think I've seen any of them today, so pretty sure it's a work night for Juicy, so it's like 50-50. Mushy's probably snoozing because it is very early for Mushy to make streams with us, and I don't know about Flo. Flo's probably busy doing something amazing, you know? Bum, 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 bum. I don't know if any of you can relate to this. It's a very serious issue. I replaced the gasket on my Index. I got a new one, and I actually ordered one like from Valve and everything. So it's the real deal. I have a VR cover one that's like fake leather for if I'm doing really sweaty things like Beat Saber or whatever. So I've got a non-cloth one, but the one they produce is just so nice. But it holds sweat really bad, and even if you keep it clean and wash it, it'll get stinky after a while. But when you first replace them, they just feel so weird. You know, you get used to that stinky, dirty one being on your face all the time. It gets comfortable like old leather, you know? It just gets comfy. And you get a new one, and it's all scratchy. I don't know. Can anyone relate? Or am I just being gross? Got lunch? Saw cats at PetSmart. Nice. Saw a movie. Dairy Queen ice cream. Which movie? Is it the new Captain America movie? Out of curiosity. Yeah, scratchy. Exactly. It gets a little scratchy. I will neither confirm nor deny whether I have produced sweat in any of those sorts of ways. Just know that I also played tons of Beat Saber and Audica, and so, I mean, that's... who knows? There's no winning thing to say, so I'll just not say anything. Love the comic so much. Just a month ago, got another copy. Very nice, very nice. Oh, the entire thing's black and white because it's part of a noir series. It's funny that you mentioned that. So I just started, I finished, as y'all know, I'm slowly making my way through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like snail's pace. And I just finished Daredevil, which was, I really enjoyed Daredevil. And so the next thing in the MCU timeline, like in order, is Jessica Jones. So I'm 2 episodes in on Jessica Jones. I'm enjoying it so far. And it kind of has like a noir feel. And that's why I said it's funny that you mentioned noir series, because I've been like really into noir jazz music when I'm like doing work. I've been putting on like noir jazz, you know, like it's like sitting there like I'm at a typewriter. Dogman? I haven't heard of it. It was cute, funny, animated. First I've heard of it. I'm glad you enjoyed it though. You would be terrible at Beat Saber? Why do you say that? You might would be good at it. I loved Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Oh, so good. I used to play with my family. My mom, dad, brother, and I. We all had a part. All of us. Like that was a family event night. There were times where my brother and I wanted to go play other games, and mom and dad would be like, "Hey, it's Rock Band night." It's like, okay, dang. On the way. Oh, good times. Really good times. My brother was the best at Rock Band though. He was way better than I was. Yeah, Daredevil was good. It's kind of a cliffhanger ending. I was like, it ended and I was like, oh, I'd love another season. And there's not one. Maybe they've got future plans like along the MCU timeline. I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of Marvel stuff. I get burnt out on it really quickly. But I will say that Daredevil, the series, is high on my list for Marvel stuff. So was Agent Carter. I thought that was a really good series. So yeah. You should check it out, Victor. It was good. I also really like the actor that they picked for Kingpin. That was just same guy from Full Metal Jacket, by the way. The guy who was staring in the mirror, you know, with the dramatic ending. We all know the guy. That guy played Kingpin. Blew my mind. Oh. Huh. I should use a different phrase. Shocked me. How's it going, Pat? Hello. Rocksmith is my jam. Pun unapologetically intended. It's a good pun. Well done. Yeah, Octo, same. I abandoned it, but then I abandoned it because I was burnt out. But after spending enough time away from it, I've been able to go back and like take things in small doses and kind of. So I'll pick one series, watch it, and then be done. That's been nice. And I will say some of the series, I think I like the smaller series better than the big movies. Like that sort of storytelling works better for me than just a big movie, you know? So, heard good things about Dogman movie. Ah. Some parts of the other books in the series makes me ask if it's still the same book. Parts that touch on some pretty serious. So you feel like there was like significant deviation away from the source material in the film? Maybe they were trying to keep it lighter for, I don't know. I have not heard about Daredevil Born Again. Victor, do share. Octo, do you play guitar? Because I know, like, to play Rocksmith, that was like an actual stringed guitar, right? Like, you could kind of learn guitar through Rocksmith, if I remember. Ooh, Pat making more progress towards this this Doctor Who inspired TTRPG session. That's exciting to hear about. Yeah, custom DLC had to have been nice. You can play guitar? That's so cool. I didn't know that about you. That's a really cool detail. Yeah, I can like bang on the keys on the piano poorly, and I used to put air through a saxophone for a little bit of time, but it was never... It was one of those things where people would pay me to stop playing, you know what I mean? It was not cute. Do we have any other musicians out there? Any folks got any musical talent? I took a ton of music theory courses, though. I thoroughly enjoyed music theory. December of 2009. That's a long time. Do you feel like you're pretty proficient? Haven't seen the movie yet? Fucking purely the books happen after the book. Ah, I see. Well, maybe they're going to keep it self-contained to just a smaller, like, not doing all the stories. Sometimes folks go that route, you know? So, who knows? First I've heard of it, Victor. Man. Yeah, that'll be fun to see. I hope they bring back a lot of the same actors and actresses, because they had a good cast. They had a really good cast. A few years before you start running it. Gotta get all the bugs worked out and get it sorted out exactly the way you want it. Did an online class, music theory, for a diversity credit, and just did not cheat on every test and assignment for an easy. No, music theory, so you don't even have to cheat. It's I'm not gonna say it's easy, but like it's intuitive. You don't even have to cheat if you just sit and think about it. You know? Music theory was, yeah, it was fun. It's all math based, so if you know math, you can do music theory. No, you could totally do music theory. People make it sound scarier than it is. If you can count, you can do music theory. Like, for sure. Did the name get cut off? Goosebumps, thanks for the follow. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope that you had a lovely day. Awful at math? Well, that's fair. And you know what? There's another group of people who really struggle with music theory. People who are actually, like, truly tone deaf. If you're tone deaf, so if someone goes to like a piano and hits one key and then hits another key and you can't tell which tone is higher or lower. And there are people who this is true for. Like, I'm not... People are like, oh, you're tone deaf, and they say that as like a backhanded sort of thing. There are actual tone deaf people. Music theory is really difficult for them because they can't hear the difference in tone, and so that transforms what music theory is like for them. It's not impossible, but just harder. So, is that Tetsu? Tetsu! I haven't seen you in 85 million years. How are you? Yellow outfit from the comics. That'll be cool. Good morning, Tetsu. It's good to see you. How's life? How are things? How have you been? Yeah, Pat, that's exactly what getting the bugs worked out means. Look, I've been DMing for years, and I still have no idea how to DM. I just wing it every time, and people are like, oh, that was fun. Or sometimes they say, man, that session was crap. And then I just take notes and say, okay, do less of that next time and do more of what they liked. I don't know. I've always called Tetsu Tetsu. Unless Tetsu wants to be called something else. I'm happy to change. But I've always called them Tetsu. Been big chillin'. Nice. Glad to hear things have been good for you. Mr. Bunnyman. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That's in the circle back to an earlier point. Tonight is not an Earl Grey tea night. I should call Tetsu mean names? Why? Why would I do that? Tetsu's always been great to me. No, I'm not gonna be mean to Tetsu. Nah. No. No. I like this world. We may stream out of this world again at some point. It's very simple. I like the galactic, like this whole galactic background, you know? But then it's like the vastness of space. But then it's like, here's this little comfy spot where we can just hang out. We can think about it, but it's not in our faces. I'm not just floating in it. Do you know what I mean? We're hanging out here safely by the candles. There's space. Why did you smush me, Green King? Daspra tea squished. Yeah, it's a nice view. I like it. It's not too bad. And I think it's just a static skybox. Sometimes less is more, you know? If you like Space Worlds, I could recommend a retro Space World to you. What's the recommendation? I'm always on the lookout for new worlds. Always. My early VR chat days, I spent most of my time dancing. The second most amount of my time was spent hopping interesting worlds. Back in the day. Starfield 95. Oh. Let's see. Oh, they've changed the menu a little bit. Interesting. Okay. I don't know when that change happened. Let's see. I'm scared. Starfield. I'm just gonna look it up and save it. I'm not gonna world hop midstream because sometimes. Starfield 95. Add to favorites. Check out later favorites. Boom. It's on the list. Appreciate the recommendation. Yeah. I'm always on the lookout for new and interesting worlds. Yeah, I like Space World. A lot of the worlds that I end up in are space themed in some capacity. But I also really like comfortable worlds. I like rainy worlds. They're nice. My tastes are all over the place. Ooh. That's a nice little intro to a generic lo-fi song. Oh, Stream Elements, calm down. How many posts you gonna do? Yeah. Octo, it's never... This is really good. It's never a bad time to work on your musical instruments. Gradually work your way. Makes sense. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to, like, you know, get sore or hurt yourself or anything. You want to work back up, build the stamina, build the technique back up. Slow and steady wins the race, always. Are you going to add Daredevil to your list of comics as well? I mean, Kingpin is a compelling villain. Exoplanet Journey is a great world, Green King. Yep. That one's fun. That's one of those where everyone has to start together, though, right? You can't join like mid-session because it's like you travel and it's instanced or something. Clearly, I know a ton about how worlds work. Learning how to GM as someone who's never really done tabletop stuff before has been interesting. Yeah, having a good foundation in the lore, like the universe that you're trying to build your lore out of, that goes a long way to making DMing easier. But also, I mean, when it comes to DMing, most DMs will tell you like, rule of cool, make a call. If you don't know a rule, the point of being a DM, and I'm sure you know this, I'm sure you've heard countless advice, but I agree with it, which is why I'm resharing it. You don't have to be an encyclopedia of the rules. You just kind of have to have like a general sense of how the game operates, make some calls, and then you can always say, like at a future session, you can say, oh, you know what? That was a bad call. In the future, we're going to rule it this way, but in the interest of keeping the game moving, we're just going to make this call for today, and it's all fine as long as people are having a good time. So don't feel like you have to develop it like an encyclopedic knowledge of, you know, a game system. It's just not required. Unless you're playing Pathfinder. Pathfinder really benefits from knowing the rules. Oh, do you not have a guitar anymore, Octo? Yeah. That would be a bit of an expense then. Would you ever have a pet rabbit IRL? Oh my gosh, Hudson, it's so sad. They are adorable. When I was probably not. And when I was a kiddo, like a little kiddo, my neighbor raised rabbits in their backyard. And I would go over there and like play with the rabbits and get really close with them, and I loved the rabbits. They were adorable. I didn't realize at the time that my neighbor was raising the rabbits to feed to his pet boa constrictor. One day, he's like, hey, I know you like this rabbit. Let me show you why I raised them. And he took it and took me, and like we went, and anyway, it was a very sad day. And cycle of life. I mean, I get it. It's what that's how it is. But man, I was like, oh. So now whenever I see rabbits, I'm like, no. It's messed up. It's, you know, I will tell you this. One of the rabbits eventually beat the snake. Apparently, it like hopped on it, like it hopped on its back and took its feet and just beat the snake. And the snake went to the other side of the cage and would not pursue the rabbit. So eventually, the rabbits won. I don't know how many casualties there were. But whenever I see a pet rabbit, I get really sad and think of that story. Oh yeah, he's no Dr. Doom, but he's also not like all powerful. Because Doom's got like weird powers, right? Kingpin's just kind of like, he's kind of like Batman. He's just got a lot of money. And he is kind of like Batman, isn't he? He's got a lot of money and he just like thinks through things. Huh. Evil Batman, Kingpin. Oh, no longer in your possession. Got you. Yeah, you should definitely shred some Metallica. Octo, that would be sick. That would be so cool. So cool. So you would not because of past trauma? I mean, partially. I could probably get past that. I wouldn't say it was like so traumatic that I'm devastated by it. It was shocking. It was very shocking to 6-year-old daspra. But I also, pets are just a lot. They're a lot of responsibility, and you have to feed them. You have to like take care of them. I'm gonna be honest. There are days where I barely feed myself. I am a mess. I'm a mess. So I'm not sure I'm ready to be responsible for any creature's well-being. There are literally days where I wake up and go to the fridge and I'm like, you know what? It looks like today we're gonna eat a slice of cheese, just a wiener because I don't have any more hot dog buns, and a pack of mustard. And it's like, well, this is what we have today. I'm a disaster if it's not apparent. You got a pet rock named Phil? That's great. Yes, yes, yes. Why are you part rabbit then? Well, I mean, they're still cute. I get really excited when I see like wild rabbits out and about. I'm like, oh, rabbit. I don't know. I like rabbits. Also, specifically, I was drawn to this avatar in early VR chat because it was little and cute. And I was like, oh, it's little and cute. It also tracks pretty accurately with my body, so that's cool. Then, eventually, as I was using it, people were like, well, you have to watch Made in Abyss if you're going to keep using Ananachi base. And then I watched Made in Abyss, and I really liked Made in Abyss. I like the idea that, like, for Ananachi to exist, there had to be, like, something else, and there's, like, this existence and that existence, and there's the pain and suffering. It's just a fascinating story. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but in case you haven't seen it. But I actually really liked Made in Abyss, and that just made me like the avatar more, so, yeah. That's why I'm still using the rabbit stuff. Most of your tabletop advice from chatting with me. Oh no, Pat. We got to get you in touch with some real DMs. I'm happy to help any way I can. I am but one voice in a sea of experiences, though, so take what I say with a grain of salt always. I couldn't imagine, Octo. I could not imagine. Bunnies are cute, but you have to rabbit-proof your room. Oh, yeah, they do. They like to chew a lot. And they have really sharp teeth, don't they? Wait, Hudson, do you have a pet rabbit? What kind of grade school meal is that? Whoa, are you judging my food? Come on, Green King. Some days stuff's rough. You know? It gets rough. When you live on your own, it's just like, okay, I gotta shop for one. You ever tried shopping for one? There's no science. You go to the grocery store and they're like, yeah, you can get one slab of meat for $15, or you can get a pack of 4 for like $25. And you're like, well, it doesn't make any sense to buy one for $15 if I can get 4 for $25. So then you either freeze the meat, but then it's no good out of the freezer. It's like, wow. Or you cook the same thing 4 times. Or you try and spice it up, but it's just, or the meat goes bad. Sometimes it's just a pack of wieners and a piece of cheese. You know what I mean? That's just where we are. Yeah, Kingpin is really tough. I guess he is tough. He does have that. Used to have one, but no longer. Did you enjoy having a pet rabbit? Are they affectionate? Like, do they get attached to? You know how like a dog will get like attached to its owner, and it's like, oh, I'm happy to see you because you're like the person that feeds me. Do rabbits experience that? I can be your pet buddy. Are you sure? I just eat wiener, like a pack of wieners and a pack of cheese and a pack of mustard. And I'm like, oh, that's my meal. I'm not going to be a long-lasting rabbit, that's for sure. Shopping for rabbits is hard? What do you mean? Is it just that there's not a big market for them? I'm confused. I feel like I'm learning a lot about rabbits. It's supposed to be lo-fi. Why has it got a beat? Kingpin is more like Lex Luthor. Both are bald. Both are rich. Both have hatred for their arch rivals. True. But also, I think Kingpin and Lex Luthor are like Batman. Because they don't really have like a power other than their money and their knowledge and their ability to like study and plan, at least from my limited understanding of their characters. Your OC has a pet Eevee now? Very nice, very nice. Eevee's an adorable pet. Will it ever be evolved? Or is your OC an Eevee trainer? Need to be trained to use the litter box. Require more patience, but they're affectionate. That's cool. I didn't realize that you could really train them to do things, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I know that they're always on really high alert. I know they're very, oh, my hand, it just went over there. I know that they are very like scared creatures as part of their like natural defenses. And if anything changes in their environment, they're like quite threatened by that. Umbreon's pretty cool. Why do I use blue Kool-Aid to dye my hair? I mean, you know, it's the best Kool-Aid flavor. And look how the color turns out. I literally have like a bowl of it, you know, and I take them right before stream. I dip the bangs in and let them sit for a minute, and then pull them out, and then I turn, dip the sideburns, pull them out, and then I just kind of lay my head back so I get most of the ponytail in, you know. You know the look. You know the look. Never evolving. Eevee trainer. No worries. Eevee trainers are hardcore. Scarecrow is, yeah. Normal scientist, but it's fear gas. Yeah, Scarecrow is a cool one for sure. I actually enjoyed the actor that played Scarecrow in like the Christian Bale Batman movies. I thought that actor did a really cool portrayal of Scarecrow. No, I'm not using Hawking radiation. No. It's Kool-Aid. It's Kool-Aid. Yep, that's the lure on the hair. It's just, and I accidentally got my nose in it. Right there. I'm trying to poke it, but I keep hitting it. There we go. Elvis does have good music. That'd be fun to play. Anything that's got that energy, you know? Yeah, I like that portrayal. I thought the actor did a good job. Animated shows and the Lego games. Interesting. See, I haven't seen any of those, but I remember the Christian Bale Batman movies. That's about, because they were around the time that I was like kiddo, you know. Wait, it's Tuesday for you? It is. How's it going, Sonic? Barely. Like it's almost 2, so it's only been Tuesday for 2 hours. It's kind of it's a cheap way to say that it's Tuesday, but the midnight's coming up again. Deep blue, yeah. Yeah, time zones. I'm gone. I don't understand them either. I just get confused every single time. Yeah, you get a. If Sonic's here, where's Tails? Hey, who knows? Maybe they're just checking out different areas together. So. What? Why? What, Green King? Why? Oh my gosh. Oh, Dragon. Good to see you again. How are you, Dragon? I guess good morning. It's gotta be, it's super early for you. Why are y'all just eating sugar? What's happening? So bad for your teeth. I'm excited though. Like I said, Thursday morning, 2 hours into Thursday Eastern time, we're going to continue the Majora's Mask playthrough, and we're going to be doing Snowhead. I'm so excited. I don't remember anything about Snowhead, so I'm actually really looking forward to exploring that dungeon at a snail's pace as I do. The twin-tailed fox. What? What? I watched some clips yesterday, and some of them was us playing horror games. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't know there were still clips. Oh, wait, I did know because you showed me some of them. They're so bad. The scary games are just... The scary maps are too much. They're so bad. I am the one with the blue Kool-Aid here. The banana peel. Yes, I remember the banana peel. I also remember that the map we were on, it would pick one person to attack and like pull them away from the group. And of course, it pulled me. We were in that elevator and I just got ripped away from you all. I was screaming the whole time. I remember. Batman Triumphant the 5th, 1980s, 1990s Batman film that was never made. Nick Cage was going to play the Scarecrow. Interesting choice. Nick Cage as Scarecrow. Yeah, I could see him playing it. Huh. Pat, how did you know that? You just have like such interesting lore just tucked away. Salting the popcorn, bags of sugar. Y'all are just passing. Poor Tails. All right, chill. I need Chad's help deciding. I have 3 different box wings. Which do I pick? Salt and pepper, buffalo, or honey garlic? What do y'all think? Which wings should Chill eat? Salt and pepper, buffalo, or honey garlic? It was so scary. Buffalo cause spicy, buffalo, honey. We got 2 votes for buffalo, 1 for honey. Honey, uh-oh. Now we're tied again. Honey's up to 3. Robert Englund was the voice actor for Scarecrow? I'm curious now, Hudson. I might have to look that up. I might have to, like, after stream, I have to go check out the voice lines. I didn't realize that. I've never played any of the Injustice stuff, so that sounds cool. Is sugar an option? What? Cheese? Cheese? Was cheese a choice? Sonic walks his own path. He's not just, or Sonic's not forced into other people's paths. They brought a machete, carving their own path. I will definitely check it out, Hudson. I'm curious. That's true, Pat. Museum of a person. That was the new compliment, I remember. The only thing Sonic hates is a. Hey, don't let anyone keep you down. Make your own path. It's fine. Chill. If cheese is an option, that's what Sonic voted for. Wait, why is Tails getting picked on so much? I don't understand. Is there Is there some kind of hatred for Tails that I don't know about? Where is this coming from? Why are we taking his wings? Both sugar and cheese are not viable options. Well, then I think honey garlic won. Because he looks like a lemon? What? That's true. His tails are his wings. Like helicopter. He just punched me in the knees once and now he's gonna pay. How is he gonna... How is he gonna pay? What's the plan? What are you gonna do? Don't worry about it. I'm worried. I'm worried for Tails. As a rabbit, do I have more in common with Tails or Sonic? I mean, I am blue. But small rodent. But Sonic's also... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Tails is a fox. Sonic is a hedgehog. So is a rabbit closer to a fox or a hedgehog? I have no idea. Cream is a rabbit, that's true. What do you mean, yeah, don't worry about it? Green King, how are y'all in on this together now? What is happening? Knuckles was scared of women? Really? Was this in an early manual for Sonic 3? Huh. I wonder why I wonder why they wrote that out, or why they wrote it in the first place. That's... Although he's clearly scared of Rouge and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Very clearly afraid of Rouge. A fox would eat bunnies. That is true. Dragon makes a good point. The fox would just... Tails would just destroy any rabbit. Oh, Knuckles was alone for most of his early life. I don't think I knew that. I'm not well versed in Sonic lore, but I didn't realize that. The Batman hallucinations of the Joker straight from what would have been the plot, Batman Triumphant. Huh. The museum strikes. Pat, you bring interesting factoids to any conversation. Noob, does it show so clearly? I didn't think it would be apparent that I was a noob, but man. He did become Sorcerer Supreme, a Sorcerer Supreme one time. That is true. I feel like Doom has dabbled in everything, but he's never achieved Dr. Manhattan levels. You know. Speaking of Batman, yeah, do you have interesting Batman lore and/or criticism and/or excitement or details? I wonder. Let's change to... Let's do some synthwave for a while. Let's see if it's too distracting. Usually I get really distracted with synthwave, but let's change it up. Let's change it up. I was getting too comfy, you know? These candles, lo-fi just playing. We need something a little different. Something a little different. Really? The same voice actor? Roger Craig Smith has voiced Bruce and or Batman a few times? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Also, what a talented voice actor to be able to switch between. I have a lot of respect for voice actors. Their ability to kind of switch between different characters and bring them to life, and the different inflections and accents and everything else. It's just, yeah, they do good work. They became God Emperor Doom. He's done a lot of cool stuff. There's no doubt. Von Doom is powerful and evil, which makes for a compelling villain. And without a compelling villain, without a compelling villain, you don't have a compelling story. Facts. But I'm just gonna throw this out here, okay? Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, also a highly intelligent, very evil villain. You know, if we put Von Doom and Robotnik / Eggman in a room together, I don't know who would walk out. I don't know who would walk out. Your guess is as good as mine. That's scary to think about. Ripped out Thanos' spine. It does. Yeah, who's hosting? Because they would have prepped the space. That's fair. If they had prep time, or if it's just chance encounter, that would affect it. Doctor Strange would easily defeat Eggman? Maybe. But Eggman has a moon laser. You know what I'm saying? Moon laser. Bonus fact. The movie actually been made. They were going to bring Jack Nicholson back. Ooh. Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker, I feel like, is incredibly underappreciated today, because like the Joker has taken like the Heath Ledger turn, you know, and but Jack Nicholson played a great Joker as well. Is that true, Green King? I don't know the lore that well. I don't know. You want to know something funny, Das? Yeah, what's up? Does Sonic got Riz? That depends. Are his shoes on or off? Strange could just portal magic that moon laser away? No. Because he's got an anti-magic field like in D&D. He's got anti-magic fields. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, man. Nirvana says Sonic has no Riz. Explain. Yeah, explain. What do you mean, Nirvana? What do you mean? You don't think that he's got like a little bit of Sonic charm? You own a collectible. You own a collectible that comes with Thanos' spine as an accessory. What a disturbing, what a disturbing accessory. Wow. I mean, it's cool. It's so cool. But man, that's disturbing. He's also half responsible for Cream being traumatized. What? Oh, so you think, so Sonic, you think that like Sonic is like a number one, high, top of your list. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, Victor. The spine accessory is weird. Hey, you know what? Props to you for knowing what you like, sticking by it, and you know what? That's, you've identified the things that you like, and you know, like, that's cool. I haven't seen the newest movie, so I don't know. I guess I need to watch it before I can have like an informed opinion. Most of my experience with Sonic was like the old PC games, and I think I played, I mean, I know I played Sonic Adventure 2, which was on some console, GameCube maybe, I don't know. And then I haven't really touched much of any Sonic lore since, so I gotta get caught up so I can have an informed decision here. Yeah, Doctor Strange carries a lot of power too. Made a metal virus that turns people into robot zombies, and she watched her mother get turned because of what? That's wild. That is not a sentence I thought I would be reading today. Spoiler for Sonic 3. Sonic's in it. Sonic, come on. I was gonna watch that. Oh. Well, it's been spoiled. Strange could use the mirror dimension. Yeah. Yep. True. Could read that. Sonic can breathe. Are you sure? Because I saw Sonic and Shadow turn gold and fly in space, and they never had to breathe. Are you sure they can breathe? Synthwave was a good call. I'm enjoying it. And the lo-fi matched here. The synthwave matches out there. Whoa. Yeah, sorry. I feel grossly underprepared to have a serious discussion about Sonic's Riz. I'll have to do my homework. Space. Gold hedgehog is true. You know, I don't have a gold mode. I should do that. Make my hair spike, go Super Saiyan. I'm not gonna do that. Yes, Pat. Nicholson's portrayal of Joker is phenomenal. It's so good. And that's not casting shade on like any of the modern portrayals, to be clear. I think each actor has kind of done a unique twist, but Nicholson's is just really good, and it's very different and like a breath of fresh air compared to Joker portrayals across the board, I think. Yeah, the first... You mean the... Do you mean... Green, when you say... Green King, sorry, when you say... When you say the Sonic meme, do you mean like the meme? Involving shoes or a lack thereof? The Jonkler. Yeah, he could breathe in space. Yep, because when he turned all gold, you're right, Sonic. Had so much strength that he could hold onto the spaceship flying into outer space. Yes, he could, which was wild. Not freeze to death. Didn't freeze to death and didn't burn up on re-entry into the atmosphere. Sonic is OP. Just no one knows it. No one realizes. Just chatting VTubers are the best. Hudson, it's definitely like they're always just random and all over the place. I think that's what I enjoy about like VTubers that do just chatting is just you never know. You just go anywhere, right? How do you read chat in VRC? Oh. Let me see if I can show you. Do I have the ability to show you easily? It's been a long time since I've done this. Hold on. I'm gonna walk over to my computer. Set my controllers down for a moment. Might be cool to show you. Okay, controllers down. So I should open Steam VR, and then I want to display VR view here. I want to full screen that. Okay, if you get motion sick, this is a warning to everyone. If you get motion sick easily, you should look away because we're going to swap to a first-person perspective for a moment. I will let you know when we're done with the first-person perspective. Let's see. Steam VR capture. Let's try this. It's definitely going to be shaky because I'm just going to switch to first person, as I said. I want to capture a specific window. Nope, sorry, not that one. Sorry for blinding you all. Wait, maybe I can't do this. Crap. Why did that not work? That should have worked. Maybe I need to set up a game capture? If I can't do it shortly, I'll just answer the question. It's more interesting if I can show it, though. I think. Can I capture a specific window? VR view. Don't capture a cursor. Oh, perfect. Let's run this down to... I want you all to see those things. Yeah, this should work. Okay. Oh, and I need to open this back up. So that, okay, you should see, I think you should see, oh, let's not do, hold on, display 2. Good, you have a first person perspective. That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, so this is how I do it. So I use a program called Excess Overlay. You should be able to see like here, I can see like the time, the date, the status of my controllers. I can skip songs on Spotify. I can open new windows, right? So there's a camera in VR. This is what you all see. And so I look at this to make sure that I'm in frame. And then activity feed is on the left here. So my alerts appear in this corner. And I actually I will point and look this way because I'm looking at this activity feed window so I can see who followed or cheered or whatever. And then chat's over here. So the chat box should be like here. And if I'm on, see? And I can point this way dramatically and be like, Sonic, thanks for the follow. And it looks like I'm looking at the notification if I did it right. So, yep. And then I open, so I just pop out. In Twitch, you can pop out your activity feed and your chat. So pop them out, make sure they're on top of whatever monitor they're on. If there's other programs on top of them, they'll update slower for in Access Overlay. So just make sure they're on top of your programs, and then you can just have it here and read chat as you go. That's how I do it. There's other ways to do it, but I like this way. Time setting? What do you mean? Like, what's my time zone? Average short person POV. You got that right. I'm gonna switch back to hold on. Let me get my controllers back on properly. All right. New window. Display 2. And let's turn off game capture 2. Boom. Cool. If you were looking away for motion sickness, you're safe to look back. Let me open that other window, close that one, and we're good. Yeah, so that's how I do it. There's all kinds of ways to do it. I'm definitely old school in the way that I do it, because this is how I've used the same technique for years. So I'm sure there's probably a better way, but it's just the way that I'm comfortable with and know. So the meme where he's probably I told chatbot to wait. So I told a chatbot thing to craft a battle between Eggman and Strange. The way it ends, hilariously perfect. I'm curious, Octo. There's just all kinds of spoilers now. What's happening? We get to see the world through the rabbit eyes. Prepare to be tiny. That is true. Very tiny. Yeah. I don't know if y'all. If you ever have any other questions, feel free, if you have like technical questions about this hand is so silly right now. I need to recalibrate it. If you have any questions about how I do like specific things, I'm always happy to answer them. I don't believe in like trade secrets or any of that. I am more than happy to talk through like how I do things on stream. Because I'm just an amateur hobbyist trying to have a good time, and I assume that everyone else here is just trying to have a good time. So Access Overlay is a great program. Yes, it is. If you open your small menu in VR chat, click on the clock. Small menu. Where's the clock? I don't see a clock. Small menu. I don't know. Is it like in the settings? I rotate it. I didn't mean to. Just what time? 2:22. Yeah, I've got hour mode, system default, time zone, local. And I got a normal clock. Default, comma, boring. I got boring. Apparently. I didn't know these settings were here. This is wild. I had no idea this menu was here. You just taught me something. Is that Mushy? Hey, Mushy. How's it going? Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill does do a good, like, Joker voice. In a last-ditch effort, Eggman charges at Strange in his Eggmobile. But Strange calmly opens a portal, sending Eggman hurtling into a harmless pocket dimension. Your genius is impressive, Doctor, Strange remarks, but some things are beyond even your understanding. Yeah, that feels about right. That feels about right. How do I breathe? Are you asking me how I breathe? Through my nose? Like that? Use VRChat session time? Does that tell you like how long you've been in? Sometimes I don't want to know that. Sometimes I really don't want to know that. It was added as an option for last year's April Fools. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't want to be there for that long. Nah. That's what made you wear glasses. Bad eyesight. It was just bad eyesight, you know? No, I actually don't need glasses. I don't need glasses IRL, and even as a kid, like as a little bitty kid, I wanted glasses. I think glasses are such a cool feature. I'm a huge sunglasses person. I love sunglasses. I think glasses are like great accents for style and people's faces. I love glasses. And so I knew that my avatar would have a nice pair of thick frame, heavy duty glasses. Because of the width of the Nanachi eyes, only certain glasses will even work for the Nanachi base. So you keep that in mind when you're putting it together. But that's why I like glasses. Need detailed instruction. Okay, well, first you intake. Oh, my right hand. Gotta recalibrate. I'm so sad. Then you exhale. Hold it for a minute, though, so the air actually circulates in the lungs, you know? Bye. Yeah, that is very Doctor Strange. Nerd. True. It's been 5 years. You have to get off of VOD. Nah, I'm good. LASIK surgery. Complete opposite. So you don't like glasses but had to wear them. Is that right? Yeah, we're not getting out. We're not getting out of VR. We're not getting out of VR. We're gonna ride this train to the end. You made it. I explained how to breathe, and you produced a 2005 Camaro. I need you to come work for me. I'm gonna give you very basic instructions and see what you produce, and then we're gonna sell what you produce, and we're gonna be in great shape. Oh, you need them, but don't have them and don't want them. I see. I don't know. They're a nice accessory. Probably if you depend on them to see, right? It's probably a little more annoying. I could imagine. It's like, oh, I need to get in the shower, take his glasses off, can't see. Like I imagine that's frustrating. But I think when I look at glasses, I don't think, wow, you wear glasses. Look at 4 eyes over there, right? No, I'm like, oh man, like, why'd you choose those frames? They look great on you. I see you have like a slight tint to your lens. Was that intentional? Like, what are you doing there? Are those transition lenses, or are you just, going for a style? Glasses say so much. And they're front and center. They're just part of someone's style. They are right there. Hesitate to breathe. What do you mean? Why do you hesitate to breathe? Oh, did you fart? I've been there. When you cut a fart and like it burns a little, and you know that the next breath, you're in trouble. Yeah, I get it. A Ford Model T, go crank the engine. True. Yeah. You do become just the definitive version. Just tenure alone. Stank bomb. It's like, oh no, open the windows and clear the room. I did. I had it insured and everything. Kept it in a garage. What are you doing to Tails? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening anymore. This Tails lore is... I feel sorry for Tails. Why is it always don't worry about it? That makes me worry more. What if it was Knuckles? Then I would ask if Sonic needs glasses if you've confused Tails and Knuckles. What? What? A stone car? Foot powered? Tails is cute. He's a fox. Wait, Nirvana, you like foxes? Interesting. Nirvana lore unlocked. What do they say about foxes? It's like dog hardware, cat software, right? I know someone knows what I'm talking about. I may have gotten it backwards. Maybe it's the other, yeah, I don't remember which way it goes, but like it's part dog, part cat. Hardware, software. Fox. You gotta be careful of foxes though. They have like a higher than average rabies percentage as a population, at least in North America. Be very careful. Make sure your rabies shots are all up to date. Rabies. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe synthwave was a mistake. Now I'm it happened. I'm really focused on the synthwave. But we're in space. Space. All right. I think that we may end stream early. And I may try and record some new redeems and see if I can come up with something that I like. Maybe. Because I know that you all want to use your channel points on something. And there's been questions about the redeems. I'll see. I'm kind of in a mood to work on it. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I'm also really hungry. I didn't eat today like I should have. You know, I had a wiener and a pack of cheese. Some mustard. Y'all heard the story. According to a recent study, foxes have been making unusual sounds and leaving people stunned, leaving the public asking, oh, why did I read it that far? What did the fox say? I was like, oh, interesting. There's like a story, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I fell for it. Space, galaxies, far away, far away. It's space. Already, yeah, this is shorter than usual, but I'm kind of hungry, and I would like, yeah, I need to think about, I don't know. I need to think about the redeems. I need to think about them. But we'll be back Thursday for sure. I also have to pull a 12 tomorrow at work, so I better get some good rest tonight. Probably shouldn't stay up too late. Just get really drunk and you'll get some banger ideas. I don't work that way. My ideas get increasingly crap. Bye bye nuclear space wabbit. That's me, nuclear space wabbit. Farewell to you as well, Green King. Dinner. I know it's time. Peace out for now. Why am I getting smushed? Why am I getting smushed? Victor, good to see you as always. Thanks for that. Peace out. Peace out to you also. Let me open this window and move over to, there we go. Well, I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you're being safe, taking care of yourselves, being kind to yourselves and the people around you. Those are the goals, right? Be safe, be kind, take care. So do those things if you can, if you have the time and the energy and the effort. And we'll definitely see you again in 2 days, like in 2 days, right? Because we'll be doing Majora's Mask. So I'll be back. And then I may do a weekend stream. I don't know. I haven't decided. We did one this past weekend. It was nice. So maybe we'll do another one. More as Obi-Wan and Anakin than I do Ewan McGregor. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because they have a lot more voice lines. Yeah, that's true, Pat. That's true. You make a good point. All right, everyone. thanks so much for stopping by. Sorry for cutting it short, but I'm quite hungry, so I'm gonna go engage in some self-care and eat some food. It's only the what do you mean it's only the eggs? What do you mean? Farewell. On that dramatic note. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate the new follows. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the resubs and the bits and the follows and just for hanging out, of course. Having a great time as always. Your time is so appreciated. And these streams are great because of what you all contribute to them. Otherwise, it would just be me standing here flailing my arms. So that would be boring after a while. So thank you so much for stopping by, even if it's for a couple of minutes. And we will see you next time. Yeah? Cool? Nice. All right, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.